Welcome back to Root-a-Toot-Toot Double. My god, this is either the next to last or third to last time I'm ever gonna say that, which is crazy. Oh my god. Last time we went on a journey inside some more memories in the, it's crazy that I don't even have to save anymore. Into Salyu and Anna. And, you know, we saw a bunch more of their memories about the resolve and things that, filling in some little gaps as well. I thought that was really great. I can't wait to see today's, which is Watase and Kazami. But before that, I must say, hello, first of all. Welcome, Void Dweller GA Star Magus, to the stream. And second of all, I beat AI2, Electric Boogaloo, the Nirvana files. And oh my god, if you like Ever17 and Remember11, I strongly suggest that you that you play AI2. Nakazawa is back on the team for a reason, I'm pretty sure. That is so cool that they're back there. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Void Dweller. Can you imagine going through all this during the climax of the game originally? That would totally kill the mood. Seriously, that would totally kill the mood. Like, it would be so frustrating at that point. Cause yeah, you know, I'll say the first 2/3 of the game were so well paced. And then part D hits it with like a ton of bricks. I do wish they had said more about the characters' pasts that wasn't completely critical to the plot twists. I wish they had said that earlier in the game. The non-critical parts. If they were gonna keep it that way. But anyway. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. I don't even know where to begin. I really hate that some of these are repeated. Like I know that this one, The Mouse is Over Right Now, has been repeated. We've seen this one before based on the summary. Hello T, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we've seen these two. For sure. Oh, I can ignore the first 4? Okay. The 5th is entirely new. Thank you, GAce. It was a bit of a struggle without you. Alright, let's go. One day, 3 years ago. Watase was finishing up his typical independent training. 3 years ago? So this is before he was contacted by Yukita. But... oh my god! Oh my god! Watase was finishing up his typical independent training when someone called out to him suddenly. Excuse me! Woohoo! Yes!
Huh?
You are Fire Sergeant Watase Kasasagi, Captain of Sirius's Team A, correct? He turned around to find a woman dressed in casual clothes. He felt like he'd seen her somewhere before.
I am, and you are.
I am Kazami Tachibana, firefighter. I'm scheduled to enlist in Sirius starting next week, sir. This is brand new. Watase's eyes widen in surprise and interest.
So, you're a department's lady rescue worker, huh? I've heard the rumors. Commander did say we had this incredible female firefighter in our midst.
Sir, I am honored to hear that, sir. The woman known as Kazami gave him a courteous greeting. Her positive attitude gave Watase a good first impression.
Her squad's first female rescue worker, huh?
He remembered the conversation he had with Wataru long ago in front of this very fire station.
でも今のところ女性のレスキュー隊員っていないんだよね。
But there's no female rescue workers out there now, huh?
なれるものなら私がその座につきたいもんだ。
If possible, I'd like to be one. This woman had reached the place Wataru had striven for. She probably had to put herself through hell to make it this far. Watase was honestly impressed.
まあそんなに硬くなるなよ。これからは同じ釜の飯を食うんだし。
No, no need to be so tense. We'll be squad mates starting next week after all.
しかし後輩ではあります。
But you are my superior.
まあそうか、そうだな。
Well, that's true. Guess you got a point.
何にしろこれからよろしくな。活躍っぷりを期待してるぜ。
Anyway, I look forward to working with you. I'm expecting great things from you.
こちらこそよろしくご指導ご鞭達のほど。
And I look forward to working under your command. Sir, she's blushing! Oh my god! Watase lightly patted the polite Kazami on the shoulder and headed back toward the station. But shortly after he entered the station...
Huh? Wait. She said her name was Kazami Tachibana, right? Wait, then she's...
He finally realized why Kazami had seemed so familiar. It had been several years ago. There had been a gas explosion in an apartment complex not too far from the station. Watase and the rest of the squad were dispatched to the site where they rescued two girls. But one of them, Nakazawa Tachibana, passed away after she'd been rescued. Watase attended her funeral. Kazami, Nagasawa's older sister and chief mourner, looked so utterly weak that it was almost awkward. But that very same woman was...
The woman I just talked to?
The difference between the impression she had left had been so great at first that he hadn't made the connection. Watase went back to the front of the station to talk to her about it. By the time he got there, she was already gone.
I guess she already went home.
Watase stood still as he thought that. He had visited her several times, first on the day of the funeral, then over the course of the next few weeks. He had been trying to give Kazami the item her little sister entrusted him to deliver back when he saved her. But back then, Kazami had been in a mentally unsound state, unlike anything Watase had ever seen before, most likely due to the shock of losing her sister. She had been unable to maintain a proper conversation, and would either reject Watase's visits or tell him off.
But it's been years since then. Looks like she got back on her feet.
Watase was happy about that. He didn't know if her underlying reason for becoming a rescue worker had to do with her sister's death. But now that she'd overcome her sorrow and had joined the same world as him, Watase wanted to watch over her. Oh. Lagazza ladra, thieving magpie. Should I just go in order with these, or? Oh, this is probably when they break up. Oh, we know this one. We know that's old. And we know this one too. Go in order? Okay. Once Kazami had joined the squad, Watase would avoid bringing up her past when they spoke. He figured it was something she didn't want to bring up either, given how painful her memories of the time must have been. He was worried about her feelings, but he let none of his concern show, and instead treated her strictly as a subordinate. Then one day, Watase went to the bus stop after work and happened to come across Kazami.
隊長、お疲れ様です。
Oh, Captain, good work today.
おう、お疲れ。
Thanks, same to you.
Kazami was a member of Watase's Team A, the A team, as you said. Jeez. So she called him Captain. Does he feel embarrassed to be called Mr. Kasasagi? Oh, really? So the only ones I have to watch for Watase are the locked ones. All the ones unlocked from the start, apart from the one I just saw, are 100% old. Okay. Thank you, G-Ace. Thank you. So there's actually a lot less for Watase than I thought there would be. Since he'd feel embarrassed to be called Mr. Kasasagi, Watase decided to let her keep on calling him that.
立花もこのバスだっけ？
I didn't know you took this bus too.
いえ、ちょっとこっち方面に用事があって。
No, I don't. I just happen to have an errand on this route today. It's a complete and total coincidence.
Huh.
I said a complete and total coincidence.
Yeah, okay.
The conversation stopped there. He often talked to Kazami while on duty. This was the first time when he'd spoken to her like this off the job. Watase felt quite awkward when he couldn't find another topic to talk about apart from work.
Silence is killing me. Okay, I need a topic. I know.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like, I can never think of things to talk about unless, like, something just happened to me. Or, like, I just heard some new news. I am terrible at that. Watase suddenly remembered what day it was and brought it up with Kazami.
そういえば、今日は七夕だな。
Oh my god!
Now I think about it, today's Tanabata, isn't it?
そうでしたか。仕事にかまけてて忘れてましたね。
Yeah, right! You really did this on purpose! You probably did this on purpose, Kazami! Oh, is that right? I had no idea. I was so buried in work that I forgot all about it. Completely and totally.
そらじゃあ、織姫と剣牛が年に一度のデートをしてるってのに。俺たちは地べたで仕事。
Or Hime and Hikaboshi are having that little yearly date in the sky. And we surface dwellers have work.
あとは疲れて寝るだけだ。やれやれだな。
And all we have to look forward to is sleeping our exhausted heads off. Some holiday, huh?
Watase was relieved to hear a rare laugh from Kazami. He then looked to the skies and continued.
なあ、立花。
Hey, Tachibana!
七夕といえば、こんな歌があるのを知ってるか？
You want to be the Orihime to my Hikaboshi?
And in the distance you hear,
God damn it, that's me and Yuri stick, Watase. How much do you have to steal from us?
thank you, Jace. And then Mashiro is right behind, like, what did you say? I freaking swear!
There's this one song that's related to Tanabata. You ever heard of it?
歌ですか？
What song?
カササギの渡せる橋に置くしめ。白きを見れば夜ぞけにけ。
That's more of a poem than a song, by the way you sang it.
Bridged by flight of magpies spanned, white with frost I see, with a deep late frost made white late, I know has grown the night.
That doesn't rhyme at all.
それは？
What about it?
なんか百人一首の中の歌らしい。中納言やくもちだったかな。
It's apparently from the 100 Poems by 100 Poets. I think that one was by Chunagon Yakamochi.
なんでも七夕の夜には織姫と剣牛を引き合わせるために。
Basically, it seems that there's a legend on the night of Tanabata,
カササギって鳥が翼を並べて天の川に橋を渡す。
Yeah, they really thought these names through. Holy shit. Wow, they made sure every name has a fucking meaning in this.
Magpies across the Sagi form a bridge across the Milky Way with their wings to allow Orihime and Hikaboshi to meet one another.
Dang.
俺の渡瀬って名前はこの歌から取られたんだよ。カササギだから渡せる橋をかけてね。
Oh, wow.
My name comes from this poem. My last name Kasasagi. My last name is Kasasagi, so my first name Watase comes from the bridge that spans, or Wataseru Hashi part.
ロマンチックな名前ですね。
Wow. Such a romantic name, if I must say.
まあガキの頃は女の子っぽくってあんまり好きじゃなかったけどな。今じゃそこそこ気に入ってる。
Well, when I was a kid, I hated how it had such a girly name. Kinda like it nowadays, though.
Kazami suddenly sighed when Watase said that.
ちょっと羨ましいです。
I'm a bit jealous.
羨ましい。
How so?
私は自分の名前があまり好きではありませんので。
Because I don't particularly like that my name all that much.
どうしてだ？
Huh? What's that?
風緑から取られたらしいんですよ。私の名前。
It appears my name comes from Kazamadori, or Wind Vein.
でも風緑ってあまりいいイメージないじゃないですか。
That is true. They mean someone who's... They're normally used to describe someone who's very wishy-washy. I wonder, But wind veins don't have what you call a good image to them, right?
風向きが変わるとあっち向いたりこっち向いたり芯がない人の例えに使われること多いですよね。
Now, how is Watase gonna rescue this? How is he gonna turn that into a compliment? Like, seriously. I can't wait to see, because we all know Watase is smooth AF. Like, seriously. I can't wait to see how he turns this around. When the wind changes direction, those metal roosters go from looking one way to another. That's often likened to the wake of mind, isn't it?
両親は何を考えてこんな名前をつけたのか。
I have no idea what my parents were thinking when they gave me a name like that. Kazami broke out into a wry smile.
立場。そりゃ多分解釈間違ってるぜ。
Here we go.
I think you're probably misinterpreting that part, Tachibana.
Huh?
確かに日本じゃ風緑はいいイメージがないが、西洋じゃ逆なんだ。
It's true that wind veins carry that sort of image in Japan, but it's a different story in the West.
風緑には風に立ち向かって飛ぶ鳥のイメージがあるんだよ。
Dang. I'm kind of more familiar with the Asian interpretation. Basically, probably because I played like that term was used to describe like weak villains in both frickin' Triangle Strategy and Three Houses, Three Hopes too.
There, a wind vein conveys the image of a bird who flies in the face of the wind.
ほら、風緑っていつも風上の方を向くだろ。
I mean, wind veins are always facing the wind, right?
そういえば
Here we go. Now that you mention it.
だから向こうじゃ芯がない人の例えじゃなくて困難に立ち向かう者の例えに使われるんだ。
So over there, it's used not to refer to the weak-minded, but rather those who face difficulties head-on.
悪い名前なもんか。お前にぴったりの名前だね。
It's not a bad name at all. It fits you perfectly.
There we go. Instantly charmed. Yes. Oh my god. Kazami looked down when she heard that for some reason.
どうした
Hey, is something wrong?
いえ
Oh my god!
博識ですね
That is true. Like, she's thinking of her sister. No, it's just... You know so much.
人は見かけによらないだろ
Ha! Don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, if I were to judge this book by its cover, I'd definitely check it out.
脳みそ筋肉じゃシリウスの隊長は務まらないからな
I wouldn't be a captain of Sirius if my brain was all mush after all.
Oh, interesting, Jace. If you pick the other answer, Watase says maybe you're right, but it's still a pretty name. And then Kazami gets flustered and blushes just like this.
さすがは私たちの隊長です
Just what I'd expect from our captain. Kazami grinned at Watase's words. Yes! 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 Je te veux. I want you. Yes! Yes! Alright, let's go! Yeah, so it's just these three and then this one, I guess. And there's only two more with keys. Kazami started acting weird a day after a harsh scolding from Watase. At first, Watase believed she hated him, but I'm guessing the last one is going to be their breakup. I don't know. This one is probably going to be their breakup because it happened after he started training for the whole plot thing. By the day after Tanabata, Watase and Kazami returned to their usual captain-subordinate relationship. They would occasionally get into fights about how they should go about their job. Then one day, a little accident occurred. Kazami got a light burn while trying to save a little girl during a dispatch. I think they talked about this before. Once they got back to the fire station, Watase proceeded to scold her harshly for her recklessness.
お前は有能だが若干不安定なところがある
You're a capable one, but there's also a somewhat unstable side to you.
危なっかしくて見てられんよその点だけは改めろ
You're so reckless, I can't even bear to watch. Just make sure you correct that aspect of yourself, if nothing else.
Yes, sir. Kazami looked unusually dejected after she had been scolded. For that one moment, it reminded Watase of how she'd looked right after she lost her sister. And thus he found himself blurting out.
だがまあ心情は理解できるよ
Well, but then again, I do get where you're coming from.
妹さんのことを気にしてるんだろ
You must still be haunted by what happened to your sister.
Kazami's eyes widened.
隊長もしかして私のこと覚えててくださったんですか
Captain, do you mean you remember me?
I actually remembered you the first day, but you left before I could realize it. And then I forgot to tell you. And then, whatever. I do. Yeah.
忘れるわけないさあんなに弱ってる見たことなかったからな
There's no way I could ever forget you. That was the first time I'd ever seen a woman look so heartbroken.
触れてほしくないんだろうと思って今まで言い出さなかった
I didn't say anything about it because I figured it was something you didn't really want to remember.
いえ申し訳ございません
No, my apologies.
私もずっとあの時のお礼を言いたかったんです
All this time, I've wanted to thank you for what you did back then myself.
妹の贈り物を届けてくださってありがとうございました
Thank you very much for delivering my sister's present.
いやいいさ。
No, don't mention it.
Watase patted Kazami on the shoulder with a smile. Perhaps that was what triggered it all. After that day, Watase and Kazami's relationship began to change. No, perhaps a more accurate way of phrasing that would be, Kazami began to act strangely. For example, she would look away from Watase whenever he tried to talk to her. Oh my god! And then she'd run off if they were crossed paths on the way home!
What's going on? Does she hate me now or something? I mean, I've never seen a movie in my entire life, so I have very little perspective on this, so... Did I do something to her?
Perhaps thinking of her past the other day had been the wrong call after all. Her behavior also made Watase uneasy, making the relationship awkward. But one day shortly afterwards, Kazami walked up to him as he was in the middle of his independent training on the fire station grounds.
隊長
Captain!
なんだ立花。
Huh? What's up, Tachibana?
For a moment, he thought she'd come to apologize for her rudeness. What she said next was truly surprising.
次の非番の日っていつですか
Oh my god! Wow! That is so cool! Oh my god, she's gonna ask him out! Wow, that is badass. When is your next day off?
突然何の話だ。
Huh? Well, that came out of nowhere.
いいから答えてください
Oh my god, this is so cool! Yes! Just answer me, please! For the love of God! There was something ghastly about her expression. Then we found that puzzling. Watase answered anyway.
出勤表に書いてあるじゃねえか。木曜だよ。
It's right up there in the ship's chart, right? Thursday?
それは偶然
Yes! What a coincidence!
何が？
Kazami, you totally knew this! You totally... Yeah, right! Look at this fake surprise! Oh my god, I had no idea! Wow!
What do you mean?
I recently just asked to get my vacation transferred to that exact day for completely unrelated reasons.
実は私も木曜なんです
Yes! Actually, I have Thursday off too. Strange, isn't it? What are the odds?
何にも不思議じゃねえよ。ローテーション通りだろ。
There's nothing strange about it. That's how rotations always worked.
ていうか何が言いたいんだお前は。
Anyway, what are you trying to say?
休日は何をして過ごされるのですか
Yes! Yes! How do you spend your days off?
え？
This is so cute! Oh my god!
Huh?
Oh my god, I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. It felt like he and Kazami were talking about two different things and the goofy music.
This conversation feels like it's totally out of order. Does she have a fever or something?
Watase answered despite his confusion.
休日の過ごし方だね。俺は無趣味なもんでな。
Well, let's see. I don't have much in the way of hobbies, considering I've never watched TV or movies in my entire life. And don't intend to start.
トレーニングとか、あとまあせいぜい音楽聴いたりとか。
I usually just train, and well, I also listen to music while I'm at it.
音楽ジャンルは何ですか？
Music. What genres in particular?
主にクラシックだ。
Mostly classical?
I love classical.
クラシック
Classical.
似合わないか？昔から好きなんだよ。
I don't look the type, huh? But I've loved it ever since I was a kid.
Wow, what to say. I've always loved classical ever since I was young, too. That's been one of my favorite music genres. I like classical music for the same reason I love electro swing. It just gets my imagination fired up. Kazami fell quiet at Watase's explanation. Then she raised her voice as if she'd resolved herself. Okay, Kazami, here we go. Don't fuck this up.
私も好きだクラシック
I like classical too.
お、そうなのか。
Oh. Really?
はいショパンとかモーツァルトとかベートーベンとかショパン
Oh my god, this is too good. This is too good. Yes, like Chopin and Mozart and Beethoven. Chopin. John Williams. Danny Elfman. I don't know. Shiro Sagisu.
ショパン好きなんだな。
You sure like Chopin, huh?
好きですそのピアノの人ですよね
Yes, he's the piano one, right? She must have done some research on this or something.
確かあなたが欲しいとか
I want you is what he's famous for, right? Please say I'm right. Please. Oh, look at this. Eric Satie. Watase was tempted to say that's Eric Satie, but he held his tongue.
Looks like she knows very little, nothing about classical music. What in the world does this mean? Is she trying to trick me into going to a trap or something? Oh no, she's trying to kill me, isn't she? So why is she telling such a silly lie like that? God, it just reminded me how much I will never ever watch a single movie or TV show ever.
Watase pondered the reason for Kazami's incomprehensible actions, but then decided it was just a mystery that he would never know the answer to. Oh my god, he actually... Wow! Soon enough, an answer flashed through his head.
It can't be. Could it be that Sachi Pana likes me? This is impossible. Me, this successful, well-built, handsome guy who has a stable job and is really badass? Why on earth would she like a guy like that?
The answer flashed through his head like lightning, sending a shock through Watase's body. But Kazami was about 25 years old now when they thought about it. Now they looked at her closely, she did have an attractive face. So I would have expected her to have some experience in romance by this point. And why was she acting like some love-struck schoolgirl talking to her first crush?
Am I thinking too highly of myself? Wait, but...
Watase had been through multiple relationships, Oh, really? Interesting. But he'd been so busy with work lately that he was a bachelor at the moment. Oh, there's a typo there. Right there. As the moment it says. So Kazami being in love with him wasn't a problem, but...
I can't figure out what she really.
God damn it, what's say? You were so close!
I can't figure out what she really feels.
Watase answered Kazami while keeping his guard up slightly.
そのなんだ立花よ
So, hey, Tachibana.
Huh?
今度6名市民ホールに NDK 交響楽団が来るんだが
The NDK Symphony will having a concert in Rokume City Hall soon, so
よかったら一緒に行かないか
would you like to come see it with me?
Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes! I mean, I'd be delighted. Definitely! An instant reply. Watase was relieved to see a happy smile spread across Kazami's face.
Man, I didn't expect there to be late bloomers like her in this day and age.
But he wasn't unhappy about this new discovery in the slightest. Despite that thought, Watase managed to hide his feelings and return Kazami's smile. After that, Watase and Kazami would spend many of their days off together! And it wasn't before long they decided to officially start dating. Thus was the beginning of Watase and Kazami's intimate relationship! Woo! Wait, is that the Toho song? I don't know what a pavane, but the Toho song is called Septet for the Dead Princess. Alright, here we go. Watase started going out with Kazami when she confessed about the anxiety she feels. His response is, oh my god, yes! So yeah, we're gonna see more. We're gonna see at least 2 full things of their relationship. And I'm guessing this is their breakup right here. Once he had started going out with her, Watase realized what a cute woman Kazami was. She apparently had no experience with romance whatsoever, as she never particularly cared about what she wore. I mean, she doesn't even need to with her figure. She'll look great in anything. Jeez. But ever since she and Watase started going out, she began to grow conscientious of her appearance. How does it look?
It looks really tight. Are you sure you can breathe?
Having a bit of trouble, but otherwise okay. It happened on one of their days off. Kazami called out to Watase as soon as she arrived at the scheduled meeting place. It's been ages since I last wore a skirt. It doesn't look weird, does it? Not at all.
いやよく似合ってる
Oh my god, I love long skirts like that. I want one of those. God damn it. They're so fucking hard to find. It's crazy. God damn it. I love long skirts like that.
Not at all. It looks really good on you, Kazami.
I see. Thank goodness. Because I threw away the receipt. Though given Kazami's good looks, almost anything exactly, Watase gets it. Almost anything would look good on her in its own way. But rather than her change in appearance, what made Watase happier was the consideration she showed for him that drove her so far as to dress nicely for him.
そろそろ行こうか映画が始まっちまう
Okay then, we should get a move on. Movie's about to start. Yes! I'm gonna see my first movie ever.
Watase took Kazami's hand and walked off with her. After the movie, the two of them ate together and went shopping. Then they decided to head back home after having a little drink.
So that was a movie, huh? I can see why people watch them. Pretty exciting. But I'll just stick to working out and listening to music.
Oh, okay. At least I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, pretty cool. Although I mostly looked at Kazami the whole time.
What?
Nothing.
Kazami nestled up to Watase as she walked with him. Her face slightly flushed.
今日は楽しかったですね。
Today sure was fun, wasn't it?
あ、楽しかったな。
Yeah, I had fun.
しばらく非番の日も揃ってるし、また来ようぜ。
We have another off day coming up in a little while, so let's come back then.
はい。
Yes. However, Kazami suddenly hung her head down when she said that.
どうした？
What is it?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
こんなことを言ったら嫌な気持ちになるかもしれませんが。
Maybe I'll spoil the mood by saying this, but... Kazami paused and then continued in a low voice.
楽しく過ごしているとなんだか罪悪感が湧いてくるんです。
Survivor's guilt. But I feel a little guilty about having so much fun.
妹を助けられなかった私が幸せにしてていいのかって。
I wonder if it's okay for me to be happy when I couldn't even save my sister. Watase gasped. It seemed the death of Kazami's sister still weighed heavily on her mind. But the way she looked so weak at that moment reminded him of his own past self.
We really are similar, huh?
It was with that thought that Watase held Kazami's hand and spoke.
なあ、風見。実はお前に言ってなかったことがあるんだ。
Hey, Kazami, truth is, there's something I haven't told you yet.
俺も姉貴を災害で亡くしているんだよ。
I lost my own sister in a disaster too.
Huh? Watase then told Kazami about his past for the first time. About how he had an older twin sister named Watadu. About how he'd almost died in the Great Rokami City arson. About how Watadu had sacrificed her own life to save him. And about how he inherited her last wish to become a rescue worker. Once he finished telling her all that, Kazami replied with a shaky voice. No way.
俺も姉貴を失った直後はお前みたいな気持ちになったよ。
Right after I lost my sister, I felt the same way you're feeling right now.
自分が生き残っちまったことを苦痛にさえ感じた。
It felt like agony knowing I had survived.
でもな、風見。俺は思うんだ。
But you know, Kazami, this is what I think.
誰かに生かされた人間が幸せになっちゃいけないのか。
Since others granted us the right to live, we owe it to them to live happily, don't we?
Watase glanced at Kazami as he spoke,
無論
gazed.
死んだ奴はもう喜びも悲しみもしない。
Of course, the dead can't be happy or sad.
でも、もしあの世なんてものがあるとしたら、
But if there really is a heaven or whatever,
俺たちが不幸そうにしているのを見て、死んでいった奴は喜ぶ。
do you think the dead would take pleasure in seeing us unhappy?
そんなわけないよな。
There's no way they would.
Kazami's eyes widened at those words.
私は
Is it
幸 せになってもいいんでしょうか。
Is it okay for me to be happy?
ああ、妹さんのためにもな。
Yeah. For your sister's sake, too.
そうなんですね。
Yes, you're exactly right. Kazami squeezed Watase's hand back in a tight grip.
ありがとうございます。渡瀬さん。
Thank you so much, Watase. Watase quietly wrapped his arms around Kazami's head. Oh my god! The one thing he couldn't say was, I'll make sure you stay happy. For in their line of work, there was no guarantee any one of them would survive forever, just because they were close.
Once they stop piling up on the years a little bit more, and stop working on the front lines, then I swear I'll make her my...
Watase! Well, they do get married in the end, which is great. He couldn't tell her those feelings yet. That's why they're not married yet, because he didn't want to commit when they have a job that where they could die at any second. All he could do now was keep it all locked away in his heart.
行こうか、風見。
Let's go, Kazami.
はい。
Yes. Though Watase didn't say exactly where they were going, Kazami gave a nod. Even without words, they could feel their desire for each other. Just then, a gentle evening breeze passed by and engulfed the couple.
We'll be back to life on the battlefield again starting tomorrow. At least for right now.
Watase made a silent prayer as he gazed at Kazami's face. If only this moment of peace could last forever. XE Serenade. New memory. Oh, 2. Jupiter. Oh god, now everything's... God damn it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This is the last one. A memory of some night in the past. I wonder what this one is about. Oh, this is the very same day. This is the very same day. Okay. It happened on one random night. An interval of time that appeared to be neither dream nor reality. Oh, what is this? Watase found himself lying down in a quiet forest. An evening breeze tickled him. Is this a dream that he's having? It had a sweet, vibrant fragrance to it. Watase took a deep breath, filling his heart with that wind. After living many days of inhaling nothing but smoke and dust, he thirsted for fresh air. He couldn't see the sky. It was covered by a canopy of leaves created by the interweaving maze of trees. Soon he heard the sound of a bird chirping.
Where's it coming from?
Yeah, it looks like he's having a dream. Watase got to his feet and looked around for the bird. He pushed his way through a thicket in the beautiful forest. The bird chirped again. Just then a small bird flew out of the thicket and perched upon Watase's chest.
Ah, so this is where you were.
Watase touched the bird as he took extra care not to hurt it. It didn't fly away. It stayed with Watase and rested its wings. It felt cold. Its body was damp from the evening dew. For some reason, Watase wanted to grip it hard and kill it. But instead, he treated it gently. When he did, the bird began to quietly sing. At first, it did so in a voice that was so faint it was nigh impossible to tell it was actually singing. But it gradually became louder and louder, echoing through the dark forest. The wind grew stronger as if summoned forth by the song. The thicket shook and Watase's hair swayed. He gently wrapped his hands around the bird to protect it. The bird kept singing in his hands. The wind grew stronger. Its power stripped the bark off a nearby tree, causing its leaves to fall and cover him. Watase couldn't hold on anymore. His body was swept away by the wind, and he was then flying along with the bird. Once they cleared the canopy of leaves, Watase's whole vision was filled with the starry sky before him. 2 stars shone brightly in particular. Watase looked at them as he drifted into the night sky. Soon enough, the bird stopped singing. He opened his hand in surprise and found that the bird had fallen asleep at some point. Watase breathed a sigh of relief, then gently kissed the sleeping bird. Huh. That was an interesting little dream right there. I guess the bird is kind of to represent Kazami. Alright, so we only have one more. Yep. Yeah, this is when they break up. Ooh, god damn it. Yeah, they had only broken up. Wow. It was the 1-year anniversary of their breakup on the day when everything went down. Wow. Yeah, Zarmegas, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. you pretty much put my thoughts into words. So simple as that. Yeah, same night as the date. I guess they must have fucked. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm pretty sure that was their way of saying, yeah, they totally did it that night. Yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I totally, yeah. Because, yeah, why else would they have that there? To keep the game's rating. I was waiting for something to say, like, at the end. Like, Watase woke up from his dream and saw Kazami sleeping next to him. That's what I was waiting for that at the end. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the purpose of that, to show that. Alright, last one for Watase. When they break up 2 years later, because of the whole terrorist thing, his peaceful days eventually came to an end. Now that everything had changed, he couldn't keep living the same way he had before. Exactly 1 year ago from the present, yep, Watase had a dream. In that dream, he was walking through the park with Kazami, their arms wrapped tight around each other. A gentle breeze caressed them. Neither of them said a word, but their hearts were at total peace, and they felt completely satisfied. It was the tranquility Watase had always sought, ever since the night where he'd lost everything. But just then he felt a presence behind them. Watase turned around in surprise. Oh, wow. Now, here's another dream. Oh boy. And saw Watase standing there. She looked at Watase without saying a thing. Watase's heart brimmed with a sense of nostalgia.
Wataru, it's been ages.
俺たちを祝福しに来てくれたのか?
Have you come to give us your blessing?
Not exactly. Contrary to his expectations, Wataru quietly shook her head.
じゃあどうして?
Huh? Then why are you?
But before he could complete his question, Watase suddenly heard a sound above him. Ooh, look at that! Shattered reality. He then looked up in shock to see cracks covering the blue sky. They grew wider in an instant, horrifically warping the heavenly dome.
It's crumbling down!
As soon as Watase had that thought, the sky fell down and crushed Wataru. Watase screamed and sprung up. Oh, here we go. Kazami, who had been sleeping next to him, woke up from his scream.
どうしたの、渡瀬?
What's wrong, Watase?
いや、なんでもない。
No. It was nothing.
ちょっと悪い夢を見ただけだ。
It's a little nightmare, that's all.
そう
I see.
起こして悪かったな。もう一度寝直そう。
Sorry I woke you. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Watase gave Kazami a light kiss, then lay back down. But Kazami kept sitting up. She looked at Watase and spoke.
ねえ渡瀬
Hey, Watase.
Huh?
近頃あなた少し変よ
You've been acting a little strange lately.
何が？
What do you mean?
だってこの間もうなされていたしそれになんだか塞ぎ込みがちじゃない
Well, I mean, you've been having a lot of nightmares recently. And it also almost feels like you're keeping a lot bottled up.
悩みがあるんなら相談に乗るわ
If there's something bothering you, I'm all ears.
なんでもないって考えすぎだよ。
I said it was nothing. You're overthinking this.
Kazami sighed at Watase's attempt to dodge the topic.
そうやっていつも無理ばかり
You're always pushing yourself like this. Watase furrowed his eyebrows, and Kazami continued.
ねえ渡瀬あなたは強い人だわ
Hey, Watase. You're a strong person.
優しくて高潔で心から尊敬できる私の英雄なの
You're kind, brave, and I respect you from the bottom of my heart. You're my hero.
でもいくら強くても傷つかない人なんかいない
However, no matter how strong they may be, no one's invincible.
傷も弱さも隠し続けて生きていける人なんていないはずよ
I highly doubt anyone could go on living while hiding all their pain and weakness.
だからせめて私の前では少しくらい弱さを見せたっていいじゃない
So at the very least, isn't it okay to let yourself show some of that weakness to me? Kazami smiled at Watase. Watase looked away. Her smile was too heart-wrenching a sight to behold.
なあ、風見。俺たち付き合ってどれくらい経つ？
Hey, Kazami. How long have we been going out?
突然何の話
What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
確かもう2年になるけど
That said, it's already been about 2 years, I'd say.
そうか。
I see.
Though 2 years didn't sound especially long, those have been the most vibrant days in Watase's life. Oh my god, really? Jeez. Amnesiac Watase said those last few lines from Kazami verbatim in Rude after Kazami tells him about Nagisa. Oh wow. Which is why she was so happy to hear it. That is so cool. To put in that kind of a callback. Watase loved Kazami deeply. She had blown a warm breeze into his uneasy life. If he hadn't let his curiosity get the better of him, he could have kept living in those days.
But now, I no longer have any right to be with you.
It had been 2 months since he had learned the truth. Secrets behind the great Rokami City arson and those who had taken Watase's life. And thus he had joined a terrorist organization so he could get his revenge. If their plan succeeded, the public would believe Watase was dead. And if he failed, he'd be tried for his crimes. Neither way would allow him to stay with Kazami. Watase held Kazami close to him and spoke.
風見、本当に気にしなくていい。
Seriously, you don't have to worry about a thing.
悩みなんて何もないよ。
Nothing's bothering me.
そう
I see. Kazami sighed again. A thought ran through Watase's head as he felt Kazami's warmth through his arms.
I have to break up with her. And I have to do it as naturally as possible so that Kazami doesn't get suspicious.
And thus on that night, Watase abandoned the life he had been living. He pushed away all his memories of the time he spent with Kazami and tried to forget them.
Kazami, I learned the truth. Now I can't go back.
Watase steeled his icy resolve, focusing it on the day he could get his revenge. I'm glad they don't show the actual moment because that would have been way too heart-wrenching. Oh god. Oh god. It was probably the next day. Oh god. Oh god though. Seriously, I can't believe we just finished Watase's part. Oh wow. Time for Kazami. Just I love that we saw so much of their relationship. And it looks like she already has a few that are during that period at least. Oh wow, there's a really old one. Alright, these first two are back when she's a little kid. Or a teenager, I guess. I'll definitely do the first one because that has a key to it, so. It was 9 years ago. A memory of when Kazami was 19. A spring breeze caressed her cheeks and rolled across the lawn. Kazami spoke to the girl next to her as they stood in the midst of that warm breeze.
いい天気ね、渚。
Nice weather, isn't it, Nagisa?
お姉ちゃん。
Sure, sis. The one who answered was Kazami's sister, Nagisa. Oh, it's mostly old? Okay. Should I skip until it gets to the thing? Gee, see, this is why I needed you. Oh my god, because... Save it, really. Oh, there was baby Natsuko and and Machiro.
ついうとうとしちゃったわ。あんまりポカポカしてるものだから。
You want me to save here? Why would I save here? You want me to make a new save? Oh, okay, save 4, okay. Here we go. I can't believe I dozed off like that. It must be because it's so nice and warm today. Nagisa and June laughed at Kazami's embarrassed reaction.
いつの間にかお昼過ぎちゃったわね。家に帰ってご飯にしましょうか。
Oh my, looks like it's already past noon now. Why don't we go home and I'll fix you up some lunch?
お腹空いた。
Yeah, I'm starving. Kazami then took Nagisa and June hand in hand and started heading back to her residence. On their way, June sniffed the air and spoke up.
ねえ、風見ちゃんっていい匂いするね。
By the way, Kazami, y'all smell real good, you know?
そう？香水とかはつけてないんだけど。
Oh, really? I didn't put on any perfume on that. I didn't put any perfume on though.
でも、お花の匂いがするよ。
But y'all smell like flowers. Now that Kazami thought about it, Nagisa told her the same thing before. She hadn't even realized it herself.
花に囲まれて働いてるからかしら。
Huh. Perhaps it's because I work around flowers all the time.
きっとお花の匂いがお肌に染み込んでるんだね。素敵だね。
I bet the smell of flowers is built into your skin now or something. That's wonderful. Kazami smiled at his sister's childish choice of words. It was a mostly trivial yet warm memory. Oh, that's it. Oh, there we go. That's how we get the flower scene. Okay. Oh, that's how we get this. Here we go. It happened 9 years ago. To be more exact, it was a memory of when Kazami was still living with Nagisa.
Nagisa, お花買ってきたわよ。
Nagisa, I brought you some flowers.
ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。
Thank you, sis. Because Nagisa had begged Kazami to buy her some flowers that day. They were a little tight on savings, but a small gift like that wouldn't do any harm. Since Kazami worked at a flower shop, she could buy as many unsold flowers as she wanted for cheap.
これ、なんてお花？
What's this flower called?
ローズマリーっていうのよ。可愛いでしょ？
It's rosemary, isn't it cute?
香りもいいね。
Yeah, it smells great too. Kazami smiled when she saw her sister's nose switch from the scent.
でも、どうして急にお花が欲しいなんて言い出したの？
But why did you want flowers so suddenly?
ね、お留守番の時、お花があれば寂しくないかなって思ったの。
Well, I thought maybe I wouldn't be so lonely if I had flowers with me when I'm alone. Huh?
私ね、お花の香りを嗅ぐと、お姉ちゃんのことを思い出すの。
You see, whenever I smell flowers, it reminds me of you.
だって、お姉ちゃんもお花の香りがするから。
Because you always smell like flowers.
ほら、そう？
Oh, really? Oh, sorry.
だから、お花がお部屋にあると、一人でいても、お姉ちゃんがそばにいる気がして、寂しくならないと思ったの。
So even when I'm alone, as long as I've got flowers in the room, it makes me feel like you're there with me and I don't feel lonely anymore. Also, could you buy me a straitjacket? I love hanging from the ceiling. Sorry. Thanks, cheers. Oh, Nagisa, what has June been putting into your head? You're so silly. Oh, God. Dark humor. Nagisa's innocence wrenched Kazami's heart. So that's why. Kazami understood fully well what Nagisa was talking about. The flower shop's manager had told her about it before. Yeah, this is the basis for aromatherapy. According to her, it seemed that scent memories, as they were known, were actually the strongest memories of them all. Even if normal memories grew faint, those related to scents didn't fade away so easily. She also said that smelling something you once smelled in the past often brought back memories related to that scent. So that's why Nagisa remembers me when she smells flowers, huh? Then perhaps putting flowers in the apartment would help alleviate some of Nagisa's loneliness. I forget, does she have flowers with her in the freaking area N? Jeez. saddened Kazami that she was unable to do anything else for her sister. But
渚、これからはたくさんお花を買ってきてあげるからね。
Nagisa, I'll buy you lots of flowers from now on. Sound good?
Yeah.
Nagisa broke into a broad grin that spread across her whole face, which Kazami returned in due. It was a memory of their fairly trifling day-to-day life. Nagisa would someday grow up, and when she did, she would become destroyer of all worlds. Perhaps her memories of that day and the loneliness of being home alone would be for long forgotten. Oh God, what a line! Oh God! Oh wow, what a line! What a line! What a line! Oh, you're right, Boy Dweller. That explains the floral scent in the corrupted memories. Oh my God! Oh wow, and that's why she had a floral scent in the room. Oh wow! Oh my God! Wow! And that's why that was her like call sign. Oh my, in the fucking corrupted memories. Oh my God. What a line this is. Nagisa would someday grow up, which is kinda not true, kinda true. And when she did, perhaps her memories of that day and the loneliness of being home alone would be long forgotten. What a fucking line. That line is so mean. God. But her memories of the scent of flowers would likely never fade. Oh God. What a line. And this is, and there's no way you would see this memory after. Before that scene. So they knew full well what they were doing, putting this line there. At least that's what Kazami hoped. Oh God. She wished that they'd never forget about these days of modest happiness. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think we've, is this new or not? I think it's old. I'm not sure. Because I want to do all the ones in the, Nagisa era before moving on. I just want to check something. Oh, okay, so that was after. Okay, so these two take place, go to the fourth one next? Okay, 3 is old, okay. Alright, so these two take place before she confessed to, Watase. I just gotta go to a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Oh, this is the same scene. I see. We've seen this scene before from her perspective, but now it has a key to it. Okay. So this is old, but it has a key scene. I'll be right back. Yeah, as I thought, jeez, yeah. It's mostly old except for the new, yeah. That's what I thought. Alright.
でもまあどんな過去があろうと自己犠牲的行動は危険だ。
But either way, no matter what happened in the past, acting without concern for your own safety is dangerous.
これからはなるべくその熱情は抑えて行動しろ。常に冷静沈着にだ。
Keep that passion of yours in check from now on before you act. Always be calm and collected.
了解しました。
Roger that, sir.
よろしい。ではすぐ医務室に行ってやけどの手当てをしろ。
Very good. Head on over to the infirmary right away and get that burn treated.
Kazami found herself speaking up the moment she heard
で
that.
したら手当てしてくださいませんか。
In that case, could you please treat me?
何？
Huh?
やけどをしたのが顔となると自分では手当てしにくいです。
I was burned on the face, so it'll be quite difficult for me to treat it by myself.
それはそうかもしれんが、いやしかしお前、男に顔いじられると嫌じゃないか。
I suppose that's true, but no, but even so, you sure you're okay with a man touching your face?
I am 158 trillion% okay with it.
Pretty high number, but okay.
体調なら安心です。
I am if it's you. Wow. She just straight up says it.
何が？
What's that?
優しく手当てしてくれそうですから。
Wow. Because I know you'll be gentle.
何言ってんだお前。立花って時々わけわからんこと。
Oh my god, he's blushing! Oh my god!
What the heck are you talking about? Seriously, sometimes I just don't get what you're saying. Like, what the actual hell? This is like behavior I can't quite comprehend. One day I might get a brain blast and figure it out, but that day is not today.
私もわけがわかりません。体調の前だとこうなる時があるのです。
I'm unsure myself. Sometimes I just get like this whenever I'm in your presence for some reason. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
そうか。ますますもってよくわからん。
Really? Now you lost me even more.
まあいい。やけど後でも残ったらことだ。そんなに言うなら手当てしてやる。
Well, whatever. The important thing is you still have burns. If you're that insistent on it, then I'll treat it for you.
Oh hell yes! I mean, thank you, sir.
ありがとうございます。隊長。
Thank you very much, Captain! Kazami then cheerfully headed for the infirmary with Watase. Oh my god! Because I know you'll be gentle. No guarantees that will translate to all aspects of our life, though. Wink, wink.
You mean gentle with my scolding?
I don't know why I expected more. Thank you for that, GAs. Okay, so, is this old or new? Next one, the fifth one. Oh, this is 100% new. I really wish the ones that are new would be marked. Okay, so this is still before they got together. Here we go. 2 months after Kazami joined Sirius. Watase suddenly called out to her one day while she was training.
立花、そのロケット大事なものなのか？
Tachibana, Is that locket important to you?
Huh? It almost sounded like Watase was finding fault with the locket Kazami always wore around her neck.
ええ、それが何か？
Yes, what of it?
そうか。だがそれはちょっと危険だな。
I see. Still, it's a bit dangerous.
現場でどこかに引っ掛けたら首が絞まる恐れがあるぞ。
It's possible that that thing could strangle you if you ever got caught in something during a dispatch.
That was probably a common opinion. Watase was against wearing accessories during a dispatch. This wasn't the first time Kazami had been giving that kind of warning since becoming a firefighter.
でもこれはお守りみたいなものなんです。
But this is like a charm to me.
現状では制服の中に収納するので見逃していただけませんか？
What's more, I keep it under my uniform during dispatches. So could you perhaps overlook it? That's what I was going to say. She should just wear it under her uniform and it should be fine.
Huh.
Watase looked like he was still wanting to say something. Kazami resigned herself, decided to tell the truth.
隊長、実はこれ
Captain, you see, the thing is,
妹が私にくれたプレゼントなのです。
this is a present from my sister.
Huh?
覚えておいででしょうか？あの時隊長が手紙とともに私に届けてくださったものです。
Do you remember? You delivered it to me along with that letter all those years ago. Watase's face froze in the blink of an eye when he heard that.
そりゃつまり形見の。
Then it's a memento of hers.
Yes.
すまない立花。無神経だったな。俺。
I'm sorry. I can't believe I was so insensitive.
いえ、とんでもありません。
No, don't be ridiculous. The genuinely apologetic look on Watase's normally calm and collected face only served to make Kazami feel ashamed of herself.
わかった。そのお守りは大事にしろ。
Okay then, take good care of that charm.
そういう心の拠り所があると仕事中の支えにもなるからな。
Something as reliable as that will support you during work.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you, sir. Kazami was deeply grateful for Watase's kindliness. Something reliable, huh? It was true that the locket was supporting Kazami, but it was missing just one thing. There was no picture inside. Oh, I was wondering that. The truth was that she had wanted to put a photo of Nagisa in there. Yeah, why didn't she? Oh no, oh my god, that's horrible. But almost all of their family photos had burned up. But she's gotta have some on digitally. She's gotta have some stored on her phone. I'm sorry, her PDA. Surely there's photos backed up on the cloud. It's the year 2027 or some shit here. Surely they have photos backed up on the cloud. Like, of her. It was an empty locket. That facet of the memento left Kazami feeling a little lonely.
It's a memento? Man, I love that movie. I feel bad for the protagonist being amnesiac, though. Sure would suck to be in his shoes. Can you even imagine?
Thanks for that one, Jace. But if I ever put someone's photo in there, then it would be of someone who she considered reliable. Like June or...
どうした立花。
Something wrong, Tachibana?
いえ、何でもありません。
No, it's nothing. Nothing! No, I could never ask such a rude favor. But Kazami still broke out into a secret little smile. Although I'll think it'd be nice if the day were ever to come when she could ask that favor. Oh, this is gonna be the last one to unlock, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Then the rest of them are all on that day. Any of these others are new. Is this new? Number 7 is next. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, because this looked new. Okay, so a week before the incident. A little over a week, I should say. So this is before Route B started. Oh, this looks like it's new. It happened about a week ago. Kazami had been working hard as always. I'm guessing the one that unlocks is going to be about their relationship. It might be the breakup, which would be super sad. Oh God, there have been no dispatches recently, leaving her life in relative peace for the time being. But she decided to spend her breaks between work testing how much her skills had grown. Naturally, her training had taught her all sorts of different things she needed for her job. Such as knowledge of things required to become a certified practitioner in various fields, or knowledge about poisons, hazardous substances, explosives, etc. Okay, so what you're saying, Jace, is all the other ones, everything else is old, except the key content. Except, like, the new scenes unlocked by the keys. So I can just fast forward to the key, for both of the remaining ones. And all the other, everything that's already unlocked, right, is old, is what you're saying. Let's keep going. So, dang, I might be able to start the next person at this rate. And of course, knowledge about the past accidents and disasters, an essential part of disaster prevention. New edges, grist, dark clouds. Okay, thanks, Jace. Looking into the inspection records of past accidents and disasters have become a sort of hobby for Kazami. She would have one of her juniors, the fire inspector, send her those reports, which she would then read during her breaks between training. This information really is handy for knowing how to handle a crisis. Junin called it a dark hobby, but their job involved putting their lives on the line anyway. There was nothing dark about it. Regardless of whether or not she was actually doing it to improve her efficiency at work. There was something she'd been investigating for a long time. It was the record of the Rokame Municipal Apartment Complex gas... the apartment explosion. It was that horrific tragedy that robbed Nakazawa of her life and given June that scar on her back. It was only natural that Kazami was obsessed with the incident. Just then, Kazami's PDA beeped. She checked its screen to find the name of the fire inspector displayed alongside the email received icon. More reports on past accidents. Kazami opened the email as she thought that. Subject: regarding the apartment explosion. Sender Reina Asukai. Body: Miss Kazami Tachibana. Thank you for all your hard work. This is Fire Inspector Asukai, the Rokami City Fire Department. To continue where we left off the other day, I report on the investigation of that accident. The followings would have been able to confirm at this time. Number 1, causes the damage done to floors 1 through 6 on the east side of the complex. There were likely multiple causes. The first conceivable reason is that the building had aged and that it wasn't sturdy enough. The Rokume Municipal Apartment Complex was built before Rokume became a government-designated top-secret city, so it was an old building. To be exact, the accident occurred 44 years after its construction. It was only barely within its legal service life. Furthermore, the concrete used in the building was lacking in rebar and contained excess water. There were clear signs the building's contractors cut corners during construction. Thus, it is quite possible the building's already unsteady structure could not withstand the vibrations caused by the gas explosion, causing it to partially collapse on itself. Regarding the cause of the gas explosion that was powerful enough to shake the entire eastern side of the apartment complex, there weren't that many documents pertaining to this matter back then, so it took a little time to look into. But what I can say first is that there wasn't just one explosion. The first explosion likely occurred in a dwelling unit on the eastern side of the first floor. The resulting explosive flames broke through the wall and reached the dwelling units on both sides of the building. At the same time, they also broke through the ceilings and reached the dwelling units on the upper floor. As such, a total of 4 dwelling units were hit by those flames. One of them caused the second gas explosion. This set off a chain reaction leading to even more small explosions. Jeez. Oh my god. In conclusion, this chain reaction is believed to have been what caused such a wide-scale explosion. Multiple residents who lived next door to the complex also testified that they heard multiple explosions. Number 3, regarding the lack of documents from that time. I apologize, I don't know why either. There were supposedly multiple fire inspectors already working in Rokume City at the time. Yet there is strikingly little of reliable documentation. I believe the negligence of those fire inspectors is to blame. I am truly ashamed of this matter. That is all I have regarding the inspection report. Also, I have an unfortunate piece of news. It appears that I am being transferred on short notice. My commander just informed me the other day without any warning. As I transfer, I will no longer be able to continue my duties as a fire inspector. So at the very least, I do not believe I will be allowed to keep on assisting you with this investigation. With that said, I leave the rest to you. Kazami frowned when she finished reading the email. She first sent a reply thanking Reina. Then she contemplated the email's contents. Multiple explosions. Can those really happen so quickly, one after another? If it really had been caused by a chain explosion, that would make it one of the worst apartment complex gas explosion accidents in Japanese history. Which meant that it should have been a prime target for disaster prevention study. Yet this incident had gone largely ignored by firefighting organizations all across the country. Almost like they were trying to let a sleeping dog lie. Another thing to worry about is the lack of documentation surrounding the incident. What if the documentation wasn't actually lacking, but rather concealed? When she pondered why anyone would do that, Kazami suddenly remembered something from long ago. Now that I think about it, Nagisa told me something interesting about the apartment a while back.
お姉ちゃん、この団地ってさ、
I wasn't expecting to hear from Nagisa again. He says about this apartment.
コミュニケーターが集められた特別な団地なのかもしれないね。
It might be a special apartment where they gather communicators.
あら、どうしてそう思うの？
Oh, what makes you think that?
お隣のおばさんが言ってたの。うちの子がコミュニケーターだからこの団地に入れたって。
Well, the lady Well, the lady next door says she was allowed to live in this apartment because her son's a communicator.
コミュニケーターがいるお家は抽選が有利になるって。
She also said families with communicators are given an advantage in the drawing of lots for renting vacant rooms.
なるほど。
Oh, I see. Kazami understood what that information had meant even back then. The apartment complex was an old building, meaning there were many rooms and the rent was next to nothing. It was a popular property, yet Kazami and Nagisa had been able to move in without waiting for their lot to be drawn. Kazami had thought they had been given favorable treatment since they were orphans, but it appeared that it had been because they were communicators instead. Such a policy was unique to Rokume City. In other words, there was a large possibility that there have been a lot of communicators living in that apartment. And then an explosion had occurred at such an important piece of property, even in the event that the accident had been the complex manager's fault. Then it's possible the cause of the accident was covered up too. It was a rather offbeat theory, but one that couldn't be completely ruled out.
6名市営団地。私も自らあの事故について調べるべきかしら。
The Rokume Municipal Apartment Complex. Perhaps I should investigate that accident myself. Just then, someone called out to Kazami.
おい立花、何ボサッとしてる？
Hey, Tachibana, what are you staring off into space for?
昨日頼んだ書類できてるのか？
Did you finish up those documents I gave you yesterday?
あ、はい、できてます。
Yes, I have.
そうか。じゃあ俺の机に置いとけ。
I see. Then put them on my desk.
Watase said that, then turned around.
あ、隊長、どこへ？
Where are you going, Captain?
定時だ。帰る。
My shift and back.
Watase went into the station without curt reply. Kazami watched him walk off with a feeling of gloom in her heart. Watase had grown cold over the last year, almost like he was a totally different person. What's more, he seemed very tense over the past few days. Kazami had tried to get him to talk about whatever was on his mind multiple times. But he rejected her efforts at every turn. Why won't Watase say anything? There was too much Kazami didn't know. Such as Watase's thoughts and the cause of the accident 9 years ago, or what she should do, or why she was so obsessed with the incident. But she felt vaguely as if sinister black clouds were hanging all over all of them. Okay, so now just the two keys, and then The brand new one that'll open up. The fateful day. Oh, it's right away. Okay. Oh, it's right in the beginning.
I felt this way ever since I heard about BC for the first time when I was a kid. But honestly, the whole idea of having your mind read just seems scary to me.
That wasn't unusual for people of Watase's age, but it didn't seem like that was his only reason. Watase had a bad habit of putting a wall between himself and others. Perhaps that had something to do with how he'd lost his parents and sister in the Great Rokumin City arson.
隊長、一つお聞きしてもよろしいでしょうか。
Captain, would you mind if I ask you a question?
Huh? What is it?
もしですよ。もし隊長の周りにコミュニケーターがいたとしたら、どう思われますか？
This is a strictly hypothetical scenario that is 100% straight up fantasy. You'd never encounter this in real life. But let's just say someone you knew was a communicator. How would you feel?
どう思うかって場合によりきりだな。
How would I feel? I guess it depends on the circumstances.
例えばそいつがエンパシーを使えるのに、それを俺には隠してたりしたら、ちょっと不気味に思うかもしれないな。
Like, let's say that guy used empathy but kept it hidden from me. I might feel a bit uncomfortable in that case.
そうですか。
I see.
どうした立花？ひょっとしてエンパシー使えるのか？
Why do you ask? Can you use empathy or something?
あ、いえ、そんなことはないですけど。
No, not at all. It's just...
なんだ。それは残念だな。
Really? Oh, wow, he's saying...
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
Huh?
いやほら、タイにエンパシー使えるやつがいたら便利じゃないか。人命捜索の時とか。
Interesting.
No, it's just that I thought it'd really be handy if we had someone on our squad who could use empathy. For rescue missions, I mean.
電波カメラやサーモグラフィーなしでも、暗闇の中に人がいるかどうか確認できそうだ。
They'd be able to find anyone in the dark without needing a millimeter wave camera or RT scanner.
でも隊長、BC はあまり好きではないのでは？
But I thought you weren't fond of BC.
仕事は別だよ。仕事以外じゃやめてほしいがな。
Work's a different story. Otherwise, no thank you.
Watase said that and then laughed. He's laughing it off as a joke. But it does seem to be true that he doesn't like BC all that much. It'd probably be best to not let him know about my aptitude. That said, part of the enlistment process includes a genetic exam, so Watase would have been able to find out she had ranked D aptitude just by reading her file. Good thing he never did that. But maybe he already knew. But Kazami decided there was no reason for her to tell unless she was asked. She hoped for their relationship to grow awkward as a result. Time then passed without her making any big mistakes. Hard work gradually filled the void in her heart left by the loss of her sister. Oh, this is probably old. I can yeah. Warning. Okay, here we go. Okay, now when they find all the stuff. Watase then discovered that there was a way to open the door to the cargo lift, the one potentially good escape route they had. Here we go. When she recognizes Nagisa, using the nearby crane, they were successful in opening the cargo lift door. They had yet to find survivors, but still. The 6 of us here can escape all in one piece, at the very least. Kazami was grateful to Watase from the bottom of her heart for that. Oh, right before that, she walked up to him and spoke gently.
隊長
Captain,
なんだ
Huh? What is it?
嬉しいです。私
I'm so glad.
隊長が元に戻ってくれたみたいで。
It's like you're your old self again.
いつもの俺にか
You mean my usual self? I don't know, remember? No memories.
いいえ、違います。もっと前の私が入隊した頃のあなたに戻ったような気がして。
No, not that. I mean, that it felt like you were the way you used to be back when I first enlisted. Really? It was Natsuhiko looking at all those memories? How would he even get that opportunity? Why would he do My god, Natsuhiko truly is addicted to looking at other people's memories. Why did he even do that? There was no reason to do that at that point in the story. God. Yeah, the extend makes way more sense.
お前が入隊した頃と最近の俺はまた違うのか
Huh, so you mean even before I lost my memories today, I've already been acting different from how I was when you enlisted.
あ、いえ、そんなに違うというわけではないのですが、近頃は少し無口になられたようでしたので。
No. I don't mean you're all that different. It's just that you've been keeping to yourself more than usual recently.
じゃあ何か俺って男は
Then you're saying there's 3 of me?
今の俺と普段の俺とお前が入隊した頃の俺と3種類いるってことになるのか
Current me, normal me, and the me when you just enlisted. Is that right?
そういうことになりますね。
Yes, that would be the case.
なんかはっきりしないやつだなどれが本当の俺なんだろうな
Man, I don't really sound like a very clear-cut person, do I? Wonder which one's the real me.
どれもきっと本当の隊長なんですよ。
I'm sure all of them are.
優しいあなたも、一生懸命なあなたも、冷静で理知的なあなたも。
The kind you, the you who works his hardest, the cold and collected you. All of those are a part of you.
そうかそうかもしれないな
I see. Maybe you're right.
じゃあ質問を変えようどれが一番好ましい
Oh my
俺か
god.
Next question. One more. Out of all the me's I've been, which one do you like the best?
それは
That's... Kazami swallowed her answer! Oh my god! After all the years she spent with Watase, with the last few hours they've spent struggling to survive together, Kazami had come to an epiphany of sorts. People change with time. Watase himself had changed a bit from the day she'd met him. But after taking this into account, those changes, the ever-changing present as well as the past and the future, she knew. I love this man. Oh my god! The powerless yet brave Watase. The calm yet efficient Watase. The kind and gentle Watase. I love all of them. A warmth filled Kazami's heart. But it was something that was best left unsaid for now. So Kazami instead smiled and answered Watase.
今のあなたが好きです。
Right now, I like you as you are.
Huh?
いつだってそうですよ。私は
Oh
今
my
のあなたが好きなんです。
That is such a sweet answer! Oh my god! That is so sweet! No matter how much you change, I'll always like the man you are, more than any memory of who you've been. He's blushing. Oh my god! Watase gave an embarrassed smile. That was the first time Kazami had ever seen such a boyish expression on his face in the many years she'd known him. As I go back through that memory, Kazami's feelings for Watase grew even further in her mind. And alongside that growth, another memory, Kazami's way out of embarrassment, rises. Okay, which one is this? Tell me what love is. Oh, yes, and it's not the breakup, thank God. Woo! Oh my God, this is happening. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, this is after the concert. Okay, this is before they formally started dating, but after their first, this is kind of after their first date. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Happy, this is it. Here we go. One day, about half a year after Kazami had joined Sirius, she found her mind twisting and turning over a certain question. What was the meaning of that? The thought had been racing through Kazami's head as she and the rest of Team A jogged as part of their daily morning routine. The night before, Watase had taken to a classical music concert with him. Oh, the scene title, according to Chase, was, I want to know what love is, I want you to show me. Oh, wow. Looks like this is going to fit neatly inside one stream, too. She'd never been to one before. So Kazami had spent the whole night before that studying on classical music, so she'd be able to hold a natural conversation with Watase on the subject. Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven, Ravel, Bach, Dvorak, major and minor keys, structure of a fugue, counterpoints, history of music, the lives of musicians, musical interpretation. Oh, you were kidding. God damn it, Jace. I thought you were translating like, oh, okay. God damn it. She'd also gone and bought a dress for the occasion on the morning of the concert, and had also gone to the beauty parlor. And then the big night finally came. Kazami sat next to Watase and listened to the NDK symphony. At least until she'd fallen into a peaceful slumber at some point. Oh God. When she woke up, Watase was holding her hand. She would likely never forget the surprise she felt at the moment for as long as she lived. But the concert ended right after that. And Watase had let go so he could applaud. In the end, she never figured out why he'd done that. Kazami could still feel the warmth of Watase's hand in her palm at that very moment. Her heart pounded like crazy every time she remembered it. Could the captain feel the same way as... No, that couldn't be. He went right back home after we had dinner last night, after all. Ah, fuck. But perhaps that was his way of showing kindness to me since he knew I was tired. I don't know. No, maybe you're just interpreting things the way I wish they were. Ah! But then why did the captain hold my hand? Mixed signals! Her feelings kept fluctuating like mad as she ran away to the fire station.
What are you doing, Tachibana? You're left behind, aren't you? Hey, quit spacing out. Run with your eyes forward, not down.
Someone was telling her she was falling behind, but Kazami was in no state to care about any of that. Oh no, what's gotten into me? I'm supposed to be training. This isn't the time to be thinking about...
Hey, Tachibana, there's a car coming up from behind.
But if the captain really does like me, then...
Hey, that car's gonna run right into you. Where are you even looking?
I'm so... Oh no! I'm so happy. So much that I just wanted...
Dumbass, you're riding right into the street!
Huh? Oh no! Someone suddenly tugged at Kazami's arm. It happened so suddenly that she lost her balance and fell.
Oh!
Huh? What? When she opened her eyes, Watase was right in front of her. He was pushing her against the sidewalk. Ooh, wow! Kabadan here. There was barely any distance between them.
What the hell were you thinking? You got a death wish?
Kazami didn't understand what had happened. All she did know was that Watase was in front of her. At that moment, something within Kazami just seemed to burst. Captain!
What now?
Oh my god! I love you!
Wait, what?
Watase's eyes widened. It was the first confession Kazami had ever made in her life.
Did you just...
Oh my god! Oh my god! What? The great one to end it on! Great one to end it on! Woohoo! Oh my god! Woo! Hearing that trembling voice abruptly brought Kazami back to her senses. When she did, she grew incredibly embarrassed at what she just said, of her confession that lacked any regard for timing or anything. Captain!
Yes?
You didn't happen to hear what I just said, did you? Oh my god, so cute! Look at him, so cute! Oh my god, oh my god!
No, I heard nothing, I swear.
You did hear it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You got it all wrong. I just got a little lost in the moment, that's all. I plead the fifth. Training! God damn it, Watase!
Hey, hold on. Lost in the moment of what? Who the hell confesses their love in the middle of training?
Yes! So you did hear me! Please forget all about it, I fucking swear!
How do you expect me to do that?
Their rather childish argument echoed all around them. Yes! Kazami Tachibana and we get her tip. A refreshing autumn breeze blew through the sky. There we go. There we go. Right. And I'm getting a bit tired, so I know Natsuko, he only has 5 overall. And just with keys, so. With only 1 new one to finish. I don't know how many of June's are new and how many of hers are old. Oh wow, June had literally just started as a rescue worker. Jeez. I don't know how many of these are new, but she has a lot of key scenes. And Yuri. Yuri, as expected, has a lot of scenes, but only 2 unrevealed, and you know, we've seen this one. Pretty sure we've seen that one. We've definitely seen that one. I don't know if we've seen that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw that. Yeah, that's when June met her. Hers are all classic rock. All of June's chapter titles. Yep, that's definitely old. And, I forget if that's old. Most of Yuri's is old. Interesting. Okay, so we should be able to finish everything up tomorrow then. I mean, not tomorrow. Next time. I can't believe what I'm saying. After so long, but the next episode of Root Double might actually be the last. Yeah, save Natsuko for last, absolutely. Don't worry. Yeah, next time we'll start with June and then Yuri. And then we'll end with Natsuko. But, oh my god. Wow. Wait, oh yeah, and the question mark at the top is the introduction. But, oh my god. This game has been such an experience. I'll save my full ending thoughts and everything for when we actually do end it. Because, June only has 2 unlockable scenes. Although some might be new, and so does Yuri. Natsuko just has 4 key scenes and then the grand finale. But, I can't wait, you guys. I'll see you next time. So, yeah, tomorrow we're gonna continue with Trails, which is also close to ending, which is pretty crazy. And, until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.